Hi everyone, I'm Jen. Welcome back to the channel. This is Earl Grey and Chopsticks. Today we're going to do another Reddit react about a success story about manifesting. It's actually two friends, but one friend was intentional, the other friend was a bonus friend. So let's get straight into it. Actually, before I get into it, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, all of those good things. I would love to grow this channel. I'd love to speak to more of you, interact with more of you, and that would be great. Thank you very much. So this is a post by fluid_cardiologist19. Interesting. So cardiologist says, the title of the post is manifested a friend back and ran into another as well. So the post is, so I've had a few successes with this, but this one just happened last night. I recently lost touch with a friend I had made in the last year who I hit it off with instantly and spent a decent amount of time with. We always just had a great time, had a lot in common, always had great conversation, respected each other, and just really enjoyed each other's company. It was pretty effortless friendship and one of the first ones I made since my divorce. Well, a few months ago, without any explanation, she just kind of dropped off. Just stopped answering texts, responding, etc. At the time, I knew it wasn't about me because she expressed previously that she had been known to do that to people in the past when she had been going through stuff. So when it happened, I just sent one last text after a few unanswered ones that let her know I love her, I miss her, and would love to see her again, and that nothing she's going through is too much for me. I left it at that to give her room to reach back out when she was ready. And I'll kind of even just comment on this part because that's such a healthy way to handle something like this. We've all been in this position where someone that you really want a reply from just isn't getting back to you, and it hurts. It does. And the best way is to do exactly what cardiologist has done here and just say, I'm here, you know where I am, you've got my number, I'm not going anywhere, I'll speak to you when you're ready. That allows the universe to just leave the energy open. It doesn't close you off, doesn't say, how dare you not reply to me, I'm never talking to you again, because that's not what you want. You want to talk to them again, you just feel hurt. So it allows the universe to even start beginning working on ways to open those lines of communication back up again already. So really good job, really well done on that one, because that's not easy always to do that. Okay, so recently I've been thinking about her a lot since her birthday is approaching and I do miss her. I've intentionally thought that I would love to hear from her and left it at that. I have other friends here, but none I enjoy as much as her. Most of my really close friends and old friends live in other cities. So last night I went out to a group event and who walks in? My long lost friend. We made eye contact, instantly walked over to each other and hugged, and both expressed that we were happy to see each other. She teared up a bit and told me she was very sorry and was going through stuff and wanted to tell me about it. I told her no need, I figured I was just happy to see her. She said she wanted to explain, but we both agreed that it was best left for another time and proceeded to spend the next 8 hours having a blast. It was like no time had passed at all, and we're seeing each other again tonight. I love that. So look, this cardiologist says, I've been thinking about her a lot. I do miss her. I've intentionally thought that I would love to hear from her and left it at that. And there lies the magic. Honestly, I would love to hear from her and left it at that. It's that simple. And if you can make any goal that you have, any desire that you have, any manifestation that you want to see in your life, just break it down so that it's that simple. I would love to hear from her, and I left it at that. Went on and lived my life, enjoyed myself. You know, went to another event. Didn't let it stop me sort of going out and doing other things. We could all manifest just as easily as that. You have the power. We all have the power for it to be as simple as that every single time. So we did break away from the group at one point, and she did say she really wanted to give me an explanation because she thinks I deserve one. And I told her I appreciated that, but we'll get to that another time when it's just us. I assured her once again that I'm her friend, even when things are bad, and she need not worry that she'll burden me with her stuff. Okay, so just manifested this interaction with this friend very easily, very effortlessly. Didn't overthink it, didn't sort of put loads of doubt in there, just allowed it to happen. And I love that, you know. I feel a lot of the time people want to manifest like a text from their ex, for example, or from someone that they like. And imagine if you could just let it be that easy, let it be that simple. I would love to hear from them. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be wonderful if I got a text from them today? Wouldn't that be lovely if I heard from them? And for me, a really powerful thing to do in situations like that is to put that intention out there. Wouldn't it be great to hear from them today and go for a walk? Which is actually what I've just done, which is why I'm a little bit more red today than usual, because it's very nice and sunny outside here at the moment, and I just went for a nice long walk. So I have a slight glow, it's more glowy than usual. Okay. So I think we're not really getting into the methods that we use, to be honest, but that's okay. So we'll continue the story. There's a bit more to talk about. So cardiologist goes on to say, later that night I ran into someone else I also met very early on after my divorce. It was a male friend I really liked, but had to stop hanging around because he was very clearly trying to date me after I'd made it very clear I had no interest in him in that way. He said he was cool with just being friends, but then proceeded to try and date me, and I'm very strict with my boundaries and people not respecting them when I communicate them very clearly. Our last contact was me telling him he was making me uncomfortable and us being more than friends is never going to happen. Well, I saw him out at the bar, approached him to say hi because it wasn't like we hate each other, and we caught up. I knew he wouldn't approach me out of respect, but he did see me. I wanted him to know there was no hard feelings because there's not. I just needed to be respected. It was nice to see him because he was always a good guy. I just wasn't interested in the type of relationship he was wanting. He ended up apologizing for making me uncomfortable and not respecting my boundaries, and he ended up joining our group to hang out for the rest of the night. I had no desire, thoughts, or intentions of manifesting him back into my life, but it was nice to see him and is a welcome return. I'm glad I can be around him again in a comfortable way, and we put that behind us. So that is my success story of manifesting two friends back in one night. One intentionally and one not, but both very welcome. Good. So this also kind of speaks to the fact that when you're calm on, one aspect of your life, it actually just opens the floodgates. So you can be intentionally manifesting one aspect of money, relationships, friends, family, etc. Hi guys, sorry about that. My phone just died, so apologies if this looks slightly different now, but we'll finish up the video. So yeah, I was just saying that when you release resistance on one area of your life, that can often open the floodgates, and the universe can bring you things. Again, this ties into the idea that the universe will bring you things that you hadn't even thought of. So sometimes you don't even know exactly what it is that you want, but if you just allow the universe to do its thing, it will bring it to you, and it'll be better than you could have even imagined yourself. Okay, so going into the comments, both Scar has said, the way you explained what happened with the first friend is extremely similar to what's happening to me. We were really good friends for weeks, no problems, then he suddenly stops texting with no explanation. I've been trying to manifest contact for weeks, but have gotten nothing. How did you do it? And then cardiologist replies, just saying, did you reach out at all after or no? I did, just to let her know my door was open and I missed her, no judgment. No harsh words about how I was hurt or anything, just hey, hope everything's fine type of text, mentioning I knew she went through stuff and it was fine if that's all it was. For me, I just visualized it a few times and thought to myself how great it would be to see her and be in contact again. I didn't focus on why we lost contact or how, just that I would love to see her and how fun it would be once we saw each other again. So see, I love this. You're visualizing what you want to happen. You're not attaching it to the fact that you're hurt about it. You're not trying to make them pay for the fact that they've hurt you. You're not even necessarily looking for an explanation as to why they've done what they've done. You just hold steadfast to what it is that you want, you know? Nothing else matters. Doesn't matter that she disappeared. Doesn't matter that, you know, they haven't spoken in a while. What she wants is that friend back, and she holds fast to that. This kind of links back to my video that I did about having the faith of a mustard seed, because the mustard seed only knows that it's going to become a mustard plant. Cardiologist only knew that they wanted this friend back, and that's it. And they hold fast to that knowing, that desire, and it manifests. Yeah, how fun it would be once we saw each other again. Then I just pictured that, and I knew I would see her soon. They knew, cardiologists knew they would see her soon. Funny enough, 3 days before I ran into her, her business listing popped up first when I was searching for something. It was very odd, and I saw it as a sign because it made me think of her, and I just thought, I bet I'll be seeing her soon. To me, that was just proof that we would be seeing each other again, and it was done and on its way. I love this. I want to do another video about a similar topic, actually, from a guy called Steve Pavlina, which I won't go into because I could talk about Steve Pavlina for hours just by himself. Such an intelligent man. And I think he calls it a beta, or beta, however you say it, manifestation. I feel like that's not exactly what he calls it. I'll have to go and read his article again. But it's like a beta shadow of, like, that's your manifestation. So it's like cardiologist is saying that was a sign that the full manifestation was on its way. Yeah, when I think about it like that, and after reading all the ways people work on manifesting an SP, not my thing, but no judgment, that might be why it's so hard for them to make it happen. I guess if I was looking at any of my old relationships and wanted them back, like I wanted this friend back in my life, it would be very hard for me to not get stuck on the details of the relationship's demise. And yes, I 100% agree with this. With friends, don't get me wrong, there can still be some of these kinds of attachments of like, you hurt me, how dare you, you did this, you did that. But with relationships, that's 10 times, you know, if not 100 times sometimes. So 100% agree with what cardiologist is saying here, that it can be very difficult when you're talking about an SP to separate that, to let that go. With a friend, it's a lot easier, but with a friend you can practice, and then you can get to that place with your SP, with your ex, with, you know, the person you have a crush on. Yeah, not get stuck on the details, rightfully so, I guess in my case, which is why I have no desire to manifest any ex back. Yeah, they all broke up for good reason. Okay, yeah, so to be honest, cardiologist has written like pretty much a whole nother essay just in this comment, but there's a lot of good stuff. But basically the gist of what cardiologist is saying is that it was the fact that she was able to let go of any form of resentment, any form of why has this happened, why have you done this, that made it sort of so easy to manifest contact with that friend. So yeah, 100%. If you can get to that space with any topic, any person, you will manifest contact from them. And it doesn't have to be hard. Like, cardiologist has just proven it there. She visualized it a few times. She saw a few kind of like hints from the universe that it was on its way. And she just thought to herself, I'm going to be seeing that person soon. And I love that. I love that. That actually reinforces the fact that it is going to come to you and to happen. So I'm going to end this one here. Thank you so much, as usual, for watching. Like I said at the beginning, if you could like,